Hi, I'm James Wedmore, your video marketing coach, and in today's video, we're going to be reviewing the Canon Vixia Mini X. So, stay tuned. So recently I attended VidCon, the 6th annual VidCon up in Anaheim, California, and I noticed that Canon had their own booth where they had a bunch of cameras on display. And I went up to one of the specialists there at Canon and I said, I have one question for you. If I had an unlimited budget, as in money is no object to me, and I wanted to make the best videos possible, what camera would you recommend? Now, they had DSLRs from $1,000 all the way to fancy film-like cameras that the body alone was $5,000 to $6,000. And the woman I spoke to recommended this guy right here, the Canon Vixia Mini X. So I got to geek around with it, play with it a bit, and I was hooked. So I bought it. It's about $425 on Amazon, and I got it, and here's what I want to say. I'm gonna give you all the lowdown on it right here, right now. Because the conversation I want to have with you, if I'm going to review it, is I'm not going to talk about all the nerdy, geeky, techie stuff that half of my audience, hopefully all of you, don't really care about. I'm here to translate all the megapixels and frame rates and all that nerdy stuff into what is applicable for you and your business and how this is either worth your time or not. So the first thing I'm going to do is say from the exterior, I love the functionality of this camera. I love that it's very easy to use in that I just turn it on, press record, and I've got a viewfinder that I can easily see. Now the other thing is it's very notorious for having great quality audio, which is fantastic. But it's also got a mic input, so I can, mic jack, I can plug in a wired or wireless lavalier system so I can improve my audio even more. Yes, it's got its own kickstand, which is great, and a tripod adapter, little screw right there. So from an application and a user experience, I enjoy using it. It's really fun to use. However, it comes with like the biggest butt in the world. You will see in a moment me using this camera, and its standard view is a fisheye lens style viewfinder. So your videos come out with this gigantic fisheye view, almost like you're filming on a GoPro, except this camera isn't waterproof, right? So that's not cool, but they say, oh, it's got a standard view as well. So you click it over on standard view and the quality drastically decreases. So unless you love the fisheye lens, which is the only use you can have with this camera, are you really gonna use this? And the answer is actually no. So unless you're doing something very unique where you actually like the fisheye lens, which for me would be something like if you're doing action sports like skateboarding and you want to get cool close-up shots, if you're doing something like music and you want to get a shot that gets the entire room like on a stage or with a band, or if you're doing fun and easy video blogging, then I recommend this camera. But if you're looking for a one sturdy main camera, like I'm using my Nikon to shoot this video, and I use my iPhone, I wouldn't recommend it. I'm not gonna recommend it. However, I love using this. Like I would take this with me all over the place and just film as much as I can. It's got the SD card. I put this 64 gig SD card. I'm filming videos like crazy on this. But I look at them with the fisheye lens and I look awful in them. I'm like, I don't want people looking at me that way. So unless you have some very unique way in which you want to use this camera, I'm not going to recommend it. Now, if you just like buying toys, this is a really fun toy to buy, and I have no regrets from getting it. I'm going to use it again in the future. So what I'm going to do for the remainder of this video is actually demonstrate it in action. So what we're going to do is we're going to film both on the Vixia and on my iPhone 6 so you can see not just this camera, but the contrast and standard that I have when it comes to making videos. Let's check that out. Okay, so bear with me. I'm kind of running out of tripods here at this point, but we've got 3 cameras running. The first is my Nikon. This is camera A that we've got running over here. And then my Jimmy rigged tripod is the iPhone that's kind of shooting up on me here. Not the greatest angle, but hopefully captures me okay. And then, of course, our Canon Vixia Mini X. Now, the first thing you'll notice about the Canon is right now, it's in the fisheye mode, which means it's practically capturing my entire office. Now, the distance to it right now is about 4 feet. And I can get really close to it and it just starts to get really bubbly. And you can notice that both the Canon and the iPhone are almost the same distance. They're equidistant, yet such a different image. Now, in a moment, I'll go ahead and switch to the standard view of the Canon and you can see the difference. But if we head back to the main camera, we can see what we're dealing here with the picture quality and the style of video with the Canon Vixia Mini X. Now here we are on the standard view of the Canon Vixia, which is framed a lot better, but you'll notice that we've actually lost a bit of our quality, which is a shame. Now, just a side note, I had to put in a lot of extra light. One of the things I see is that this camera does not work well in a low light situation. And you might say, well, yeah, what do you expect with a camera like this? But you can see the difference of the iPhone and the quality that it's producing. So there you have it, my final review of the Canon Vixia Mini X, a camera that's really fun to use. I think it's great for the price, but it has a very odd, specific purpose that I don't really know what you're going to use it for. It's a great backup camera, a B-roll camera, you know, that secondary camera when you're filming your videos, kind of get that behind the scenes shot. It's great for, you know, just a daily video blog. You want something really fast and speedy. It's great for maybe doing fun videos on the go. Maybe you're doing action sport type videos and you want the fish angle lens. But beyond that, I'm kind of stumped. What else do you need it for? Now, I do have a link to check it out on Amazon. It's gonna have all the stats and stuff. That's in the description below this video. But again, you gotta really ask yourself the question, how am I gonna use this camera? How is it gonna benefit me before you just go out and spend the money? So I hope you found this review helpful. I'm still looking constantly for fun, useful, and inexpensive cameras that produce highest quality as possible. As of yet, nothing in my opinion compares to our smartphone because we already take it with us wherever we go. And you can see I'm filming with an iPhone as well. So hope you enjoyed this video. Make sure to subscribe. I got tons more videos and tutorials coming your way. Take care.
Looking to grow your business, reach more people, and make more sales? As the world's third largest website, YouTube is not only a massive community where your audience goes to find answers to their burning questions, but it's also your opportunity to get your videos ranked at the top of YouTube and Google search for the exact terms that your audience is searching day in and day out every time they want to work with you. So whether you think video is too technical or too time consuming, or maybe you just don't want to be in front of the camera, I'm here to say you can't afford to ignore YouTube any longer. And with the right plan, it can be simple, effective, and profitable. And after 7 years of using and teaching YouTube myself, I want to give you that plan. To learn how to get your videos ranked at the top of YouTube and Google, increase your views, and convert those views into leads and sales for your business, click the link below to get started with my free YouTube training right now.